Hey, I'm Jordan. Welcome to New Type FX. If this is your first time here, just an overall welcome to the channel. A little bit about what I'm going to focus on is primarily the use of AI neural networks towards forecasting future market trends, especially when it comes to Forex. Um, so here on this channel, we're going to try and leverage that. Going to try and help you guys out. I myself have been successful with it for the past year. I never thought about making a channel like this before. Um, but for the past 10 years, I made and I've lost a lot of money. I was funded with FTMO before they stopped allowing US residents to get funded there. Made some good money with them, but ultimately lost my account just due to holes in the strategy I was using. Um, but that was like 6 or 7 years ago. I started trading in the Forex market in 2016, and I've been off and on making and losing money ever since. Only recently, within the past year, have I had somewhat of a breakthrough because of the major prevalence with the use of AI towards predicting future trends in the market. We're living in a time where AI is the future. A lot of people are using it to do absolutely everything, and AI by itself is not an end-all be-all strategy for trading, but I found that with combination of I guess you could say with a little bit of human touch when it comes to the strategies, we can bring out the best in AI when it comes to trading Forex especially. This channel is primarily for people who have had issues with struggling to get funded, especially with prop firms, or maybe you have a perfect strategy, but you're not necessarily getting it as quickly as you would like. On average, with the AI and its predictions, I've been able to add an additional 2 to 3%, sometimes 4, but on average 2 to 4%, you could say, each month. And I'm not going to do the math for you, but I have over 1 million in funded firm accounts that I'm able to get that return with each month. So it's become pretty significant. It's not crazy. I'm not going to overpromise and say, yeah, you're going to be able to pass your prop firm challenge within 30 days, within 60 days, get your verification, and then every month after that, you're going to be getting 15 to 20% return a month. If that's what you're looking for, this channel is not for you. It is for people who are in it for the long game. Really, for me, it was a long game. But when I guess you could say, cracked the code with the use of AI, I've seen nothing but success over the past year. So super excited to be able to share it with it. But if you're not patient and if you suck with risk management, this channel's not for you. So you can click away. But with that being said, the 1 year plan that, since really I've done it over the past year, and I've seen amazing success with it, is to leverage as many challenges as possible. I mean, as much as you can afford right off the bat, and whatever's best for you psychologically as well. A lot of people will start out with trading a smaller, $25,000, $50,000 account because they find that seeing those small numbers across the screen is a whole lot easier than seeing big numbers if you're going for, a $300,000 funded account right off the bat. And a lot of the times those are more affordable. But whatever it is, the goal is that over a year to gain close to, if not more than 1 million funded over prop firms. And obviously you're going to be making money much sooner than before you reach the actual $1 million point. But the goal is the million, and then from then on you can make as much as you want and get funded even more. But the million in funded is the goal, and that 2 to 4% a month is going to be life changing. I'm going to post these AI predicted signals every day on my Telegram at 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and it will be a paid premium Telegram channel. I'm not interested in giving the secrets of my trading for free. I'm not a part of that. So if you're not willing to pay the monthly subscription, or bare minimum the weekly subscription of $40 a week to kind of test it and see if you like it, this is also not for you. But what you can do is here on the YouTube channel, I'm going to be going over my trades the day after I post them on my Telegram. So if you'd like to wait a bit and watch my trades for a week, 2 weeks, the day after I place them, then if you see, okay, well, I can actually see some seriously good success from this, I'm going to give you guys that info on my channel just 24 hours late every day. And you guys can see how your own personal strategies would have meshed with the AI predictions. And you may come up with a better strategy than even I've got. And I hope you do. I hope nothing but success for anyone that watches this channel. I do have a few prop firm recommendations. Alpha Trader is great, especially if you're a US resident, and Funded Trading Plus or Funded Trader Plus is also really great. I use both of those. Alpha Trader allots you a total of 600,000 for being funded, and Funded Trading Plus is 300 or 400,000 as well in funded capital that you can be allotted with them. So between those two, you should be able to reach your $1 million funded goal as well. And I say that for US residents, but if you're not a US resident, I mean, go with FTMO. FTMO is great. FTMO, it's hard to beat. They've been in the business for a long time, and they're one of the most popular and successful prop firms for a reason. And I will have a link for Alpha Trader in the description. As well, they run very, very frequent discounts. I'm talking like half off of a challenge at any starting point, which is huge. I mean, you could go for a $300,000 funded account, which is their max size, and be paying half of what it would normally cost. It's really huge. Let me see here. I know that with this strategy, assuming you implement the risk management correctly, you're going to have awesome success with it. And hopefully this will be the last strategy you'll never need, and you won't have to go through 10 years of largely failing, to be honest, like I did. Now, I'm going to show you guys the software. The main pair that we're going to focus on in this channel is the pound dollar. I may focus on other Forex pairs in the future, but the pound dollar is the one that I've had the most success with. And for sake of this video, I'm going to show you what each day is going to look like, but I'll use the euro dollar pair just as an example. So I'm going to pull that up for you guys. So here on the screen is the hub for the software. So we're going to be seeing a page like this each day. It's got these the dates, it's got the numbers, it's got the predicted values, a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not going to go too in depth with. But the predicted range strength is the main thing that we will focus on. Let's take an example day right here. So for example, on March 14th, which was, I guess this past Friday, we got the predicted numbers for Sunday to Monday at 5:30 p.m. So the predicted range coming up is a total range of 85 pips for the next 24 hours on the euro dollar. And the predicted high, it's there on the screen, of 1.0936. And the predicted low being 1.0852. Now it's showing strength over the next 24 hours. If I were to place a trade on this pair based on what the AI is saying, I would have a buy limit within a range of 10 to 15 pips of the low. And if it were to reach that point, that would be a great place to enter. And if it reaches towards the predicted high, I would say we get within another 10 to 15 window pip range of that. We're looking at a potential 60 to 70 pips profit on that trade alone. Obviously, we're not going to be trading euro dollar, but for sake of example, that's what it's going to look like each day. So these are the predicted values for the following day. I guess I can explain a little bit of what's happening on the screen. What looks like to you guys would probably just be a simple moving average. These are not moving averages per se because they are plugging in data for days that don't exist yet, so they cross uh, faster. Um, Getting into it, it's kind of complicated, but basically, if you're going to take average of numbers for past history, you're always going to be lagging behind in terms of future market trends. However, if you're plugging in future data points, you're always going to be ahead of the game. So for something like the euro dollar, what we're looking at and what the AI is looking at when judging these future market trends, specifically for the euro dollar, these are what it's looking at: British pound versus US dollar, British pound currency notes with futures as well, Spider, E-mini, light sweet crude. All of these are found to be the 20 most influential intermarkets when it comes to influencing the price of the euro dollar as a whole. And based on all of the studies and price movements of all of these indicators, or not indicators, of all of these intermarkets, that is what we're getting when we look at the euro dollar. So there will be a similar, actually, I'll just pull it up. It's going to be similar numbers, and I'll show you guys as well. So with here, if I were to pull up the market details for the pound dollar, similar, it's going to take some different things into account. So for example, on the other screen, I don't think I saw Canadian utilities, but it's going to take other things into account when looking at the pound dollar. Some things are going to overlap, but these are all of the different things that are being taken into account when forecasting future movements on the pound dollar. This is a very, 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 very powerful AI software. And every day at, like I said, 5:30 p.m. Central, I'm going to be posting the predicted range, movements, highs, and my own personal trade idea based on that information every day at 5:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And like I said, between 2 and 4% a month is what we're shooting for. But overall, welcome to the channel. I'm going to have a link for my Telegram in the description. Again, if you don't want to pay for the real-time signals each day yet, feel free to watch the YouTube channel, or if you want to try it out for a week, I've got a weekly program in there as well. Any questions, please post them in the comments. I can give tons of clarification on there that I didn't expound on here in the video. This is kind of meant to be more of an intro of what we do from now on. But every day it's going to be very, very short and signal-based, and we're going to go based off of, we're going to talk about performance on the trades each day and see what we can do differently. I'm not going to change much. It's been good for a year, but I'm going to talk about exactly what we can do in terms of risk management to maximize the potential profits. And as long as you don't get emotional and don't start gambling with it, over the next year, you guys are going to have tons of success. It's going to be really awesome. But thanks and welcome to the channel.